Hey everyone, welcome back to the Old Charles L. If you're into coins or just love collecting, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving into a coin that's been a staple in American currency for over half a century, the United States half dollar from 1974. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious collector, stick around as we explore its value, history, and what makes this coin a fascinating piece of American history. To understand the value of the 1974 half dollar, we first need to understand a bit about its history. The half dollar has been in circulation in the United States since the late 18th century. By 1974, however, the design had undergone several changes, with the iconic coin we see today being minted during this time. In 1974, the half dollar featured the famous Kennedy half dollar design, which had been in use since 1964. The image of President John F. Kennedy, created by artist Frank Gasparro, was chosen to honor the late president following his assassination in 1963. This portrait of Kennedy remains one of the most recognized coin designs in U.S. history. At this time, the U.S. was transitioning from using silver to copper-nickel for most of its coins. The 1974 half dollar, like its 1971 predecessors, was made from 75% copper and 25% nickel, making it a clad coin rather than the earlier silver versions. Now, let's take a look at the numbers. In 1974, three major U.S. mint facilities produced the half dollar: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The mintage figures for these coins are important because they determine how rare or common a coin is, which in turn affects its value. The Philadelphia Mint struck 60,548,000 regular issue 1974 half dollars. The Denver Mint produced 61,454,000 of these coins. And the San Francisco Mint produced 2,598,000 proof coins. Now, these numbers are pretty big, so what does that mean for the coin's collectability and value? When it comes to the value of the 1974 half dollar, there's a lot to consider. If you've got a regular circulated coin in decent condition, the value isn't going to break the bank. In fact, you might find one in your change for just $1.50 to $2, since it's still a commonly circulated coin. Now, for the proof versions, those are a bit more valuable. You'll typically find these coins in the $3 to $5 range, depending on their condition and whether they've been well preserved. But, of course, coin value isn't just about mintage numbers or circulation. Condition is everything. A 1974 half dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially from the San Francisco Mint, can fetch a premium price. For example, a coin that's graded in mint state, like MS-65 or higher, can easily go for $20 to $30 or more. And if you happen to stumble upon one that's even better, graded MS-67 or above, it could be worth $100 or more. And of course, the value will always fluctuate with the market, so it's a good idea to keep an eye on auction results and online sales for the most up-to-date pricing. Now, let's talk about the rare variations that can make your 1974 half dollar more valuable. Though the 1974 half dollar is generally not considered rare, there are a few rarer coins that stand out. For example, you might come across a 1974 half dollar with a double die error or a filled die variety, where there are noticeable defects in the design due to the minting process. These can fetch higher prices depending on the severity of the error. Always check your coins closely for errors like doubled lettering or distorted designs, as these could increase the value of your half dollar significantly. Aside from its monetary value, there are plenty of reasons why collectors seek out the 1974 half dollar. First off, it's part of the historic Kennedy series. As the last year before the coin's design changed in 1975, it holds a special place in the Kennedy half dollar collection. Plus, it's a great coin for one you have. You can find them at most coin shops, online marketplaces, or even at coin shows. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and even local dealers offer opportunities to buy and sell these coins. Just make sure to get a fair price by checking out recent sales for similar items and by ensuring your coin is properly graded. The 1974 United States half dollar is part of the Kennedy half dollar series, a design that has become iconic in American coinage. Here's a deeper dive into its history. Before 1964, the US half dollar featured various designs, including the Liberty Walking half dollar, 1916 to 1947, and the Franklin half dollar, 1948 to 1963. These were composed of 90% silver. 1963, the US government decided to honor him on the nation's coinage. This resulted in the creation of the Kennedy half dollar. In 1964, the US Mint introduced the Kennedy half dollar, featuring the portrait of John F. Kennedy designed by artist Gilroy Roberts, with the reverse featuring the presidential seal designed by Frank Gasparo. The coin was minted in 90% silver and had a face value of 50 cents. This coin was released just months after Kennedy's assassination, making it one of the most historically significant coins in US history. In 1965, the US government faced a coin shortage and rising silver prices, leading to the decision to remove silver from most circulating coinage. The Kennedy half dollar was one of the coins affected, and it transitioned from being minted in 90% silver to a clad composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The change was intended to reduce the cost of production and ensure an adequate coin supply. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar was minted during a time when the coin was fully in circulation, though it was not commonly used for everyday transactions due to its high denomination compared to other circulating coins like the quarter or dime. The 1974 coin retained the same iconic Kennedy design that had been in place since 1964. The coin was issued with a clad composition, 75% copper, 25% nickel, and it was produced by 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver, D Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S Mint Mark for proof coins. The year 1974 marked one of the highest mintages for the Kennedy half dollar series, with over 120 million coins struck. By the early 1970s, the use of the Kennedy half dollar had been steadily decreasing. The coin was still minted in large numbers, but it wasn't being used as often in everyday transactions. In fact, it was largely replaced by quarters and dimes for smaller purchases. The San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the coin, which were sold to collectors at a premium. These proof coins were struck with a special, highly polished process, making them more valuable to collectors than the regular circulating coins. Although the 1974 Kennedy half dollar is not considered rare or highly valuable in circulated condition, it holds a special place for collectors due to its historical context and significance. It represents an era of transition in U.S. coinage, both in terms of materials and design. Over the years, the Kennedy half dollar has become a collectible item for both history enthusiasts and numismatists, especially those who seek to complete their Kennedy series or build a comprehensive set of U.S. coins. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar is a fascinating coin with a rich history. It was produced during a time of significant change for the U.S. Mint, and despite its high mintage, it still carries value for collectors due to its connection to President Kennedy's legacy. Whether you're a coin collector or just interested in American history, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar is a piece of U.S. numismatic history worth learning about. The condition of the 1974 United States half dollar is a critical factor in determining its value. Coin collectors use a grading system to evaluate the transactions and show signs of wear. The level of wear will determine the coin's grade and its value. The coin is heavily worn, with much of the design rubbed away. The features of President Kennedy and the reverse design are difficult to distinguish. A 1974 half dollar in this condition typically has a low value, often just slightly above its face value, around $1.50 to $2. The coin is still worn, but the main design elements are identifiable. There may be slight fading, but Kennedy's portrait and the reverse design are visible. A 1974 half dollar in this condition could be worth between $2 and $3. The coin has more noticeable wear, but the design remains clear. There may be light scratches or discoloration, but Kennedy's image and the reverse are still well defined. The coin shows some wear but still retains much of its original detail. The design is clearly visible, and only minor details like Kennedy's hair or the eagle on the reverse might show slight flattening. The coin shows minimal wear, and most of the fine details are sharp. There might be light wear on high points such as Kennedy's cheek and the eagle's wing, but overall the coin still looks great. Uncirculated coins have never been used in transactions and show no signs of wear. They are often kept in protective packaging or coin holders and maintain their original luster. The coin looks almost as good as the day it was minted. There may be some tiny imperfections or bag marks from being stored with other coins, but nowhere is visible. These coins are in uncirculated condition but may have noticeable imperfections. Value ranges from $10 to $15. A very high-quality uncirculated coin with minimal imperfections. These can be worth $15 to $25. A near-perfect coin with sharp details, attractive luster, and few, if any, marks. This coin can be worth $30 to $50 or more. These coins were specially minted for collectors and have a mirror-like finish. They have never been circulated and are considered the highest quality of coins. A proof 1974 half-dollar from the San Francisco Mint can range in value from $3 to $10 in typical proof condition. However, proof coins graded higher, like PR 69 or PR 70, can be worth significantly more, sometimes $30 or more, depending on demand and condition. Coins with a strong shine and reflective surface tend to be worth more, especially in higher grades. Small nicks or scratches from handling and storage can lower the value of a coin. The more a coin has been used, the less detail it retains. Circulated coins with visible wear are less valuable than well-preserved uncirculated coins. Some collectors prefer coins with natural toning, a color change due to age or environmental exposure. However, excessive or unattractive toning can detract from a coin's value. The condition of the 1974 half-dollar significantly influences its value. While coins in circulated condition are generally worth close to their face value, those in uncirculated or proof condition can be worth considerably more, particularly if they are graded well. If you come across a 1974 half-dollar, it's important to assess its grade to understand its potential value. If you're unsure about its condition, it might be worthwhile to have it professionally graded by a service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS.